Hi everybody, thank you for watching. So right now I thought it would be fun to kind of mix up some pigment, these pigments right here, and they are glow in the dark, but we do not have an orange and we do not have a purple. So I thought it would be cool to just go ahead and mix up some pigments that we can then use. So I have these two empty jars here. I bought these at Hobby Lobby for $2.99 and you get 8 of them. We have the pink, blue, which is going to make our purple, and then we also have the yellow here, and the yellow and pink we're going to make for the orange. I only want tiny amounts, so I think I'm going to use this just because I don't want to overdo it. Alright, so we have our blue and we have our pink, so kind of want a really dark purple, so I'm kind of going to go a little bit more heavy on the blue. And you want to make sure you clean your little thingy off before you go dipping in your other one. Let's do one and see what that does. I think that's as dark as we are going to get with this purple. Alright, so there is our purple. Super pretty, my favorite color. There should be. When you are dealing with any type of pigment or anything like that, you always want to make sure that you have gloves on, as you know, anybody can become irritated. I always pat the top of it just in case, you know, they have been upside down and whatnot. Whew, that would have been all bad. Alright, so let's go in and make our orange now. It's really cool that these are all glow in the dark, which I didn't know until after I got home. No cross contamination. Okay, we might only need one. The pink super fire. Oh, okay, we'll do that and see what that does. I think what I'm going to do is add some more yellow to that. Oh, does anybody else hate that sound, or is it just me? So I guess it's better to add less first, and then you can always go in and add as you go. That way you're not left with a color you don't want. Alright, there is our orange. So until I can get some more powders, this will have to do. But it doubles as a glow in the dark and a pigment. Whoa, that would have been all bad. So I'm not upset. You work with what you got. Here are our colors. And then I also have green now. So now we can experiment with it. So I got these nail tips off Amazon, and I wanted a good stiletto nail, and these are thick and everything, but I cannot use them on myself as they are huge, y'all. Like, I don't know if you can see how high that apex goes, but I have a full that much gap in between my nail and this. So I can't use these because my nail bed is so like flat that these are huge. So I use these for practice nails and for my practice hand. So I just thought I'd throw that out there, but these are the nails that we will be using. And I always love stiletto nails anyway, they're my fave. So we'll do one of these. We'll do one of those. Okay, so here is my scrubby ombre brush that I always use. This is just a chibi brush, but this is what I use to do my scrub ombres with. So it's pretty good. I like it. Alright, so This is my Makartt white silk off gel polish. This is 8 milliliters. I got this in this set for $9.99 on Amazon. Go ahead and buff this shiny surface to make sure that is off there, so that way the gel polish does stick and it doesn't chip or come off. So just note that. However, I'm just doing this nail just to see what our pigments are, so I am not going to do it. So hopefully it stays. So I don't know, let's do something cool. Well, that didn't go too well. So I'm going to go ahead and cure that. So for this one, I think it would be cool to go ahead and do the whole thing. I say that and then I do something totally different. And I keep going down the nail until it's just a line. I've done this before. I've never done it on actual camera. Alright, so I just did a 30-second cure on this one. So I think I'm going to do the purple at the top and fade into fade into the orange. And two, if you cure it too long, it will also not stick. Please feel free to comment down below. So there she is. It's super light. Here is the next one. Alright, so here is my orange pigment. I really thought I didn't have orange pigment. Turns out I do. It's just the shimmer kind. So it's a little bit different than these. These are the glow-in-the-dark ones. So here is my purple, and this one actually has hollow in it. I made this one. It's super dark, so we will be able to see the contrast between the two. So we're going to do the same thing. I'm going to load that brush up. I'm going to start from the side here. Wow. Had no idea. It's always came out purple. It's funny because it has a hint of iridescence to it, which is actually really cool. Well. So I'm just scrubbing that in there. You can dot it in there, but I just like scrubbing it in there because you can really get the dimension of the powder when you do that. Plus it's giving it that iridescent effect to it. Alright, so let's do this orange. Really pretty fall color, that's for sure. I'm gonna try and get as much of that orange on there as I possibly can. Of course, you can only do it so much, obviously, but I just kind of want to give it a little bit more dimension by scrubbing it in there a little bit more. Not the two cutest colors in the world, but it was supposed to be purple, not blue. It kind of looks like I airbrushed it on, so it's light right here. in here, and it gets darker through here as I go down. That is really pretty. Well, let's top coat it and see what happens. Sets like this, I use my Model 1s. Really hope you guys are enjoying this little experiment with me. Just something I was thinking about. I can't believe I thought that I didn't have any pigment. Oh dear Lord. I'm about out of this top coat, guys. Yeah, I'm going to wipe that brush off just in case. Don't want any contamination, even though I am doing practice sets. So I'm going to go ahead and cure that real quick. Alright, so now that that lighter purple and that orange is on here, I want to go in. Let's do the orange first because it's a lighter color. So what I like to do when I am ombreing, I kind of push the brush up like this. You see the bristles? Watch the bristles. They will fade up like that. So it's going to give you a little bit more dimension in the ombre part. Just kind of something I've always done. You guys will have to let me know if you've ever seen it done that way or not. But I have found that it really does help ombre the middle portion. It doesn't give such a line, if that makes sense. Dust off my brush, clean it before I go in with the purple. So let's go ahead and take this purple and see what we can do with it. I know it has hollow in here, maybe that's what's giving it the sparkle effect. I don't want a lot of blue, because I kind of want to keep it purple. Maybe it'll help just because there's the purple is already underneath. If that makes any sense at all. It will make it darker, just a little bit. Just going to go in like a circular motion just to try and get as much as I possibly can to stick and give it that shimmery effect. So once again, I'm going to take my brush and I'm just going to etch downward. So you do this on both, and then you will also see how it's giving it a purple to blue tone. It's not really what I wanted, but it's really cool actually. The purple to blue to orange, it looks a little crazy on my phone, honestly. So it did change the color of it. It did give it that shimmer. Now if you can see here, it did blend the colors. Might have to go in. You might have to do it a couple times. So you'll have to take the orange, go back up, and blend that line again. You can really go down as far as you would like. I don't like to go down too far, but kind of gives it just like almost like a shadow. I don't know if that makes any sense at all. Let's go in with this orange again and just go up and see what that does. Because I like when the bristles kind of break up like that, and then if you kind of do it a little more, you can really get those sides and not focus on the middle so much, but it will actually get the sides where it bends in the middle like this. So I've noticed that that helps a lot. Instead of having to turn it, it actually does a double drop for you. So that is just me. That is just how I've always done it. I never thought anybody really cared or would care, so I never shown it. But I think it's cool and I wanted to show it. So yeah. Alright. So I'm going to go ahead and dust everything off. So that did make it a little better. You can really see the purple blue to the orange. Let me know what you think of how I do my pigments and stuff. It does have a shimmery but also iridescent like a, almost like a light iridescent shine. Can't really tell, but maybe when we put the top coat on, you will be able to actually tell that iridescent. So it does glow as well. This one is now finished. Ignore this middle part where the orange got up in there. Can you guys see the purplish iridescent to it? This is something that I have done on a nail where you just kind of take the brush and etch it all the way down. I used it for a dragon tail one time, and I just thought it was a really cool effect for an accent nail. So yeah, you guys will have to let me know if you think that's kind of cool, the way it kind of shapes the nail. But you guys will have to let me know if that's something you would like me to do. But yeah, I think it looks really cool with the top coat on, especially the shimmer in it. I think it's kind of hard to really see that purple iridescent on my camera, unfortunately, but it is there, and it just looks so freaking cool. Even though I was just going for purple and it turned out like a blue, it's almost like a periwinkle color. Alright, so here's another thing too that I do. Hold it like this, and then I just go, because these act as basically like as if you're cleaning your brush out. And it really does help. If you're ever out of paper towels or anything like that, all of the powder is in the cupcake liner, and these creased lines help go inside the bristles, and now it's clean. So that is just something that I have always done. I thought that, you know, it could be helpful to somebody who maybe, if you don't have any paper towels or you don't want to waste your paper towels, you're already using a cupcake liner, maybe that can help somebody. I don't know. I just have always done it like that. So have at it with you. Whatever you want to do with it. So yeah, there's that. See? Nothing there. Head and top coat this bad boy. I would have to say the colors on this one are by far my favorite. Those other pigments you could use as a really cool pastel effect. You can really see that purple to blue. I'm going to let her bake. Look how cool this looks. Ooh, spooky. How cool would it be to do a nail like in this type of thing? Like black light. It's so cool. Look at the pigments. Bam. Look at our pigments. Aren't they cool? She didn't glow as well as I thought she would, but our pigments are glowing. So I thought that was weird. Hello, light. She is, you can see the purple to blue to the orange transition. It does have a very like shimmery-esque vibe to it. However, there is no iridescent like this one. So I thought that because we didn't use the glow ones on these ones, we just used my other two nails. I really had fun doing this, you guys. I really had fun making these. It was out of the spur of moment thing, and I got these in and really wanted to experiment with them. So I'm glad we could make our purple and our orange. Do you like this type of design where it kind of goes and flows around the edge? But I created this like like 4 years ago, and I was always so scared to, I don't know, I've always used it, I just never used it on camera. So I'm excited to share it with you guys. So please, please, please let me know in the comments below if you think this is a good idea. So yeah, just let me know, you know, which way is your favorite. Remember how I did the ombre with the brush? how I kind of pushed it up like this. Now you don't want to push too much, right? Because you don't want to kind of dent the polish underneath, because we did only cure for now see, I did cure for 30 seconds. So some of these, if you do like a 10 to 15 second range, when you are doing pigments, they'll stick really well. Some, it really doesn't matter. It just really depends on what type of brand that you are using and what type of brand of polish you're using as well. Gel polish, I should say. So yeah, I had fun. Thank you so much for being here and coming on this little experimental journey with me out of the blue. I love you guys so much. Thank you for all your love and support. Hit your girl up, subscribe, like these videos, turn on those notifications, and make sure you comment down below, okay? So that is all I have for you tonight. I love you all so much. With that, I will see you on that flip side, and I will talk to you soon with another video, so stay tuned. Bye!